How y'all doing? It's Note Bandit back at you today. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about the day I almost lost my life in the joint. It seemed like any ordinary day. You know, anything can happen any moment, any second of the day. You gotta be on point all times. First of all, before I start this video, I want to give a shout out to all my viewers, all the subscribers, everybody who watches my videos. I really appreciate all you guys, man. It means a lot, right? So I'm in the joint. Fort Madison is where it went down at, where I almost lost my life, right? You never can underestimate anybody. Don't underestimate anyone, right? Because shit can happen to you, right? Everybody's capable of anything at any moment, any time, you know. So the situation was, here I am, this white dude, white kid, he was about 18, 19, 20 years old, right? Down at the weight yard and shit, I seen him a few times. I'm working out and shit, doing my thing. He's doing his thing. He's in a different car than I am and shit, right? Anyway, later on that day, we had a little bit of few words. It wasn't that serious, that fucking deadly, or, doesn't have to be a big situation like that, if you got any common sense, you know what I'm saying? But different people think different. You can't predict their behavior, what they're going to do, or what they're thinking, or how they're feeling, or how the fuck their day is going, or what. So it's some crazy ass shit, So here I am, even myself, right? You can never think you're big and bad and claim to be all this and that, because any day, doesn't matter how big, bad, tough fuck you are, any day you can be God. I can be God. I realize this. Anybody can be God, right? You can be the toughest motherfucker on the planet. You can be God, right? You break out that knife, motherfucking, the story changes, you know what I'm saying? So don't underestimate anybody, ever. A scared motherfucker's dangerous, a motherfucker, right? You know? So anyway, I'm working outside, dude's working out, dude leaves the yard, goes inside the cell house, Fort Madison. We're all locked down 23 hours a day. Fucking, people go weird in there 23 hours a day locked in the cell, right? Because you're by yourself. All you do is think about shit, Think about, you bump into somebody, he'll go in the cell and think about motherfucking, what's up with that motherfucker? I'm gonna kill that dude. He's in there sharpening his knives and shit, just for bumping into him, or you gotta have respect, you know what I'm saying? It's just because people are alone for too long, you know what I'm saying? Shit goes in their head, you know what I mean? Well, one day, I'm cool with the dude, I walked by him, we had a couple words, not that serious, blah, blah, blah. He went to his cell, he lived upstairs above me. There was two galleys. I'm at the bottom level, he's at the top level, so he goes upstairs, I go in my cell, like no big deal. I'm doing my shit in my cell. My door was open like this far. My cell door, the bars and shit, it's open like that far. I'm just doing some shit. I was getting ready to go out or something. It was the weekend. So the guards sometimes, they leave the doors, the fucking galley opened up a little bit so you can come out a little bit, here and there. Depends on what guard it is or not or whatever, right? So I'm just being cool, doing my regular shit. Doesn't even cross my mind what the fuck this dude's thinking. Lucky I was on point, paying attention at the time, or I'd be a dead motherfucker. 100%. 100%. Or, it was a bad outcome. So I'm in my cell, sitting there in the cell, standing up. Lucky I was standing up. I was doing something, and I see this dude run down the stairs. I see the shank in his hand. He's got a knife in his hand, big ass fucking knife. I see him coming down the stairwell, and he's coming straight for my fucking door, right? He's all aggressive and shit. So he gets almost to my fucking door. He's got the knife in his hand. My door was open that fucking far. I reached out, luckily, bam! I slammed the fucking door. Locked the fucking door. If I was a second late, that dude would have been in there with his fucking knife and shit, stabbing the fuck out of me or fighting or whatever we're doing. But I had no weapons on me at that time in my cell at that moment, right? But this dude's been thinking about it. He's been planning about coming down there to kill me, man. If I didn't have that fucking second moment notice when he came down them stairs to slam that fucking bars shut, it'd been a whole nother story. I might not even be here talking to you guys right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the craziest shit is the fucking very next day, that dude committed suicide, right? Dude's name was Ryan. He lived upstairs. Well, he was in prison. He had a life sentence for fucking, he choked some fucking female out, some youth group fucking lady or something, wherever he came from. He killed her. He choked her out and killed her. and came to prison and got a life sentence, Fort Madison, right? So he was already planning to kill himself. You see what I'm saying? So he didn't give a fuck about me or my life. He would have killed me in a second. You know, that was probably his plan. Because that fucking same night, he killed himself, right? I'm laying in the cell, fucking sleeping. It's like midnight and shit. Well, all of a sudden, fucking, you know, it's dark and shit. You know, all these COs and medics and shit are all rushing in the fucking building. You hear their keys fucking ching, 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 ching. You know something's going down, right? They run past my cell. They go upstairs to the second galley. It's only 2 galleys right there. He's right upstairs, right? I could hear him working on him for like 2 fucking hours. Boom, boom, clear, boom, clear. You know, just laying there in the dark in my cell thinking, what the fuck's going on, man, you know? It kind of didn't leave me for a while, like 2-3 months. This shit was in my head and shit, man, because it was so fucking close to home, you know. After I put everything together, that motherfucker was going to kill me, right? Because he's killing himself anyway, you know. So they tried to revive him. They had his light on upstairs, you know. I could see him hanging, his shadow hanging in the fucking cell up there, right? And they cut him down to work on him and all that shit. I just laid back down, but I could hear the sounds. I could hear the sounds for fucking longest time. 2, 3 in the morning, you know what I mean? And I guess when he was dead and they couldn't revive him, they fucking brought him down on a fucking board gurney, and his body fucking went right by my cell with his arms, his legs hanging off and shit, and a sheet over him and shit. He was already fucking dead, and they brought him right by my cell, man. And I started thinking, he was gonna fucking kill me yesterday. That dude was gonna kill me and then fucking kill himself, man. So you can't underestimate nobody ever, for any fucking reason, right? Dude went to a visit, I guess, that day, and seen his mom and dad, his parents, or whatever the fuck, his family and shit, and then came back. You know, that's when he was gonna kill me, and then fucking ended up killing himself. You know, he left a note saying, "This is what I want to have wear at my funeral. This is what music I want to play. This is who I want to be there." Fucking, so the dude was disturbed anyway. He was planning on dying. You know what I mean? He was gonna take me with him and kill me, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a fucked up situation. That was a close fucking call right there, man. Life or death, you know? The day I almost fucking died, you know? So don't underestimate, man. Be on point all times. Be on guard all fucking times. Any moment, any fucking thing can happen. You ain't going home. You're going home in a fucking box. Because, you know, people don't give a fuck. Scared motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. Cowards, they don't give a fuck. People want to end their lives, they don't give a fuck. You know, nothing matters to them. Being in prison's a lonely fucking place, man. Maximum security, fucking 23 hours a day in your cell. You know, it's just lonely, and you can just feel the tension in the air in the maximum joint, man. You can feel it, you know. It's so fucking, you know, where all the lost souls have died and shit. And people hung themselves and killed people and fucking. It's just fucked up place to be. You don't ever want to be in the fucking joint, man. It's a fucking terrible place to be, man. Peace out, all you guys. Thanks for watching, man. Stay tuned.